Just like pickleball. Can't figure out who wants to go where.
Woo, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again here for joining us on a beautiful Saturday morning. It's not Saturday night. It's actually really more afternoon.
It's actually it is an actual pregame.
It is a pregame to a pregame to a pregame. We got a long day here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for joining us on this beautiful day as we get ready. The boys are already cracking in. Which ones you guys going? Oh, you're going with the...
We're going with the beer for golf.
Going beer for golf. Lady, we got Chris McGraw here on the ones and the twos, cracking up in those beers, eating them sandwiches, looking good.
Oh, man, that sandwich is so good. I'm dreaming about it right now.
That beard looks amazing.
I know. Don't adjust your TV sets, ladies and gentlemen. Me and Peter do look 10 years younger after getting some fresh cuts yesterday.
This is why we should get 100 or 50 new...
Peter's just messing with his microphone, but we should get 800 new subscribers just based off how good Peter looks with that mullet.
We should get 50 new subscribers.
Hey, here we go. This is great.
We should get 50 new subscribers based on this, not feet, ladies and gentlemen.
We just lost 50 on that little hiccup right there.
Oh, that was great. That was great. We got Pat here, back from Italy 2 weeks in.
Probably 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
What? Wow.
We're just missing Joe, and nobody has any idea when Joe's coming in or when he'll be back.
Yeah,
so.
the consensus is he'll either be in. He was in yesterday, today, or tomorrow. That's the consensus.
And my name is Peter. As we get you going on this beautiful weekend, 4th of July, America, freedom, beer. This is the week. Diet's
Fireworks.
off. Diet's off. Just going a little bit to town. Actually, I haven't gained a lot of weight, so that's good. And then back on it Sunday.
I had a successful weigh-in today.
I did too. I had a really good
solid.
one.
Me too.
So,
I had a great one.
yeah. Well, you don't have engagement photos, so you don't have to worry about it.
Nope.
And I have nothing to worry about.
Let it all go, baby.
Yeah, but you look good, Chris, and you want to get into you want to be able to skydive, so.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna
do
the. I don't know, but I'm gonna do the elbow drop straight from the heavens onto you, Pat.
That would be sick.
I don't think that's how it works.
All right, let's see. First taste.
I don't taste a lot of the beer in lemonade, or the thing in lemonade, to be honest.
All right, let me see if I can read this for you, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Off Color Brewing, beer for golf. It says, I thought it said in loving memory of somebody, but it definitely did not. Off Color Brewing, beer for golf, with style beer with lemon and black tea added. Ooh, I wonder how much caffeine's in here. Does it say? Don't really give me a story. So yeah, that's about it. It's lemon peel, lemon juice, black tea. That's the secret ingredients. I don't know why you would give me the secret ingredients.
They don't say how much is in there.
Fair point. Wit style beer with lemon and black tea added.
I mean, it's not bad. I just don't necessarily taste the tea in lemonade, personally. Is that just me?
I
get a little lemon taste. I don't get.
It's pretty light, and I mean, it's not a bad beer by any means.
I don't get much of the tea taste, but I do get the lemon.
I get the lemon a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I get the lemon. I'm not gonna lie. On the back end, I think the back you get a little bit of the black tea.
It's an enjoyable beer.
This would be nice on the golf course. I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd like it more than a shandy.
I would prefer a shandy too.
I like how tall this.
I think I might like this beer better.
Well, we'll see. This last week was great off the tap.
We'll see.
So last week we did a normal time pregame. It was awesome. Then we went to Korean barbecue. The boys ate all the meats. I don't think
we got challenged,
dude. Yes, that waiter was like, "Hey, that's for 4." I'm like, yeah. He's like,
there's only 3 of you here.
He's like, no, that's for 4 people. And I'm like, do you see him? Do you see me? We're gonna be all right, buddy.
Do we stutter, buddy?
And so we had to we couldn't leave anything. So we had to eat a lot.
There was nothing on turn there. Maybe the miso soup that I didn't eat. Maybe that was the only one.
Oh, I ate the miso soup for you.
And I had his second
and
miso
I had
soup.
The noodles.
Yes, you had all the noodles. And then we went to Bob City, which was a blast. Band was pretty good.
The band was not the most talented band in the world, but they knew that and they made up for it by playing all the good songs.
They played the bangers.
Oh yeah. And then we went and we found our new Enjoy. As long as we get there early enough, because $15 a person to get in sucks.
You got to get there before 10. I think it's like, I read the thing and it was weird. It's like you can get no cover if you're there before 10 with like a table reservation or something. I'm like, wait, what?
So basically you're paying anytime you go in.
It sounds like you're paying. Like, yeah, we got to look it up, but like it was weird.
Yeah, maybe we try one time at like 9:30, see what it's like, and if we can get in, we get in. If not, I kind of like that. I thought it's plays a little too much.
I didn't like the obnoxious stamp that it was like my entire forearm.
I didn't like the when they had the good music, it was good. When it was bad, it was like a couple. Like all right, come
Yeah,
on.
they had that like 1-3 ratio. Where,
Was
like,
there
they
only
played.
beer option High Life?
No, they had
Miller Lite too.
Yeah, they had a
So they
like
got all
Bud
the
Light,
Miller
Miller Lite.
products.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Miller. Yeah, it sucks.
You could see up on the top and
I
like
did not see that, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
they had PBR too.
Nolan
Just
bet.
hitting all the fucking home runs here, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like, you should have won a PBR. I'm like, no, I'd rather drink High Life.
I mean, yeah, that's the right choice of those. Of that. If that's my options, that's the right choice.
Yeah, Peter called me over. He's like, we're looking. He's like up there. He's like, I'm like Coors Light. He's like, there's no Coors Light. And he's like, here's your choices. And I'm like, oh God. And I'm like, High Life. Get everybody High Life.
Yeah.
That's the best of the worst.
Nolan Bennett is in Vegas right now on his birthday.
Yeah, I wish him a happy birthday.
So did I. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. He's
He hasn't responded. What a jerk.
But they were late last night.
Oh,
but, you know,
really?
the reason I brought that up, that because nobody in the world knows him, but is he drinks Miller Lite, and when they sent me a snap of him chugging Miller Lite, I was like, come on, guys,
Yeah,
we're
grow
better.
up.
We're better than that.
You're over 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks. He's got the firefighter stash. He's got the.
Nice.
He's
Nice.
going straight gray. And I think he's giving up on the old work. You know, all firefighters, they get in there and they start. It's such an like when it's that job is miserable when it's miserable. When it's not, it's pretty cushy, and they eat like insane men.
Well, they have big meals, right? They just make big
Huge
like,
meals.
Yeah, like
You
steak
have to
and
put, but you
pastas,
don't
stuff.
have to. But you and it's not paid for by anybody.
No, it's not.
No, you have to. You put into a pot every week, so you put in like $40 for food for the week.
That's not bad.
No, it's like $40-$50. You throw into the pot, and then.
So you're saying my tax dollars are not going to feeding the firefighters?
No.
No.
Okay. I would assume they would.
But yeah, there's some other stories I've heard of recent extended family members who are firefighters of some shenanigans that go on at these firehouses that I'll tell you about later, Pat.
That's for the Patreon podcast.
Patreon only,
Does it
baby.
involve feet?
No.
Nope. It is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, your parents called, or my parents called up me, and they probably calling you now. Do you want
Yeah,
to see?
I'll go take this.
Well, you should just ask if they want to be on the podcast.
This phone Big Mike in. No.
Yeah,
no, it's not
we're
podcast.
gonna connect the phone to him. He'll be screaming and
I can't get the TV remote to work.
we went there last night and barbecued.
The parentals.
Yeah, barbecued probably 7,000 steaks.
Nice.
My dad. I told my dad I was getting him steaks and chicken for dinner, and he had like 5 steaks out. I bought 4 steaks. It was an insane.
Did you do it on the Traeger or did you do it on the charcoal?
I love the charcoal. Where I messed up though, the first steaks, you got to wait for the good white coals. Like if you have a little bit of black left, you're gonna get more charcoal flavor.
I don't have a lot of experience on the charcoal grill. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I had a gas grill before I had the Traeger, and now I have the Traeger. And what I'll do is I'll sear them on my flat top, and then I'll smoke a temperature on the Traeger usually.
Yeah. I saw on YouTube this lady who, for like 6 months, like she was doing like YouTube like things on a black, like she did all the recipes, and then she got rid of her black top. And I'm like, why did you just spend 6 months mastering the black top to give it away? That makes no sense to me.
I like mine. It's cool.
Yeah. How's the cleanup on those bad boys?
It's not bad because it just all goes like a hole in the back. And you just scrape it all off to that.
Yeah.
And then like every once in a while I'll like take a Brillo pad and just like lightly go, and then I have to reseason it after that though.
Yeah. My favorite thing. Well, that's kind of like I use my cast iron, but I was talking. So on 4th of July, you guys had a pretty nice day. Cubs seemed awesome, and then here was awesome. I was up in Wisconsin.
World War fucking 3 over here.
What's up?
World War 3 over here.
Yeah, dude, it was
Fireworks insane.
That was honestly one of my favorite 4th of July's. That hanging out in your backyard.
They were going off last night too. Like, what, did you not spend enough money last night? What the hell, guys?
It was actually pretty nice by us. There wasn't. We didn't have World War III by us.
It wasn't too bad. It was only I think only one person had anything left, and it was like,
Yeah.
they were for like an hour and then stopped.
But we were talking about. I forgot where we're going with that. Because it was something. What were we talking about before that?
4th of July.
4th of July, but before that, just
You were going to Wisconsin.
yeah. Oh man, I lost it. But we were talking about something up there.
We're talking about fireworks and
Yeah, it was right before that. Man, brains. It's on vacation mode, baby. Just enjoying the shit out of it.
that hair is just for partying.
Oh yeah, dude. You want to hear a funny thing about the hair? I didn't realize this, but Sandro. So we're having a great time. We're talking, we're shooting the shit. It actually, my haircut took like 10 minutes. It didn't. He just like snip, little fluff in the back, little sides.
I mean, mine only takes like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If you also get like a really intricate stuff, it's like not that far. It doesn't take long.
Yeah, usually it's about a half an hour for me. Like on a normal all the way down to the studs.
Yeah, I usually don't go all the way down. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Shave the sides, trim the top a little bit, and clean the neck up. Let's go.
But we're having a good conversation, and I think he was so happy with the haircut that he gave me that he wanted to show it so quickly. He didn't brush out my ears, and he didn't get the ear hair.
Oh, okay.
I was fucking pissed when I was shaving today. I'm like, oh man, I depend on him to get rid of the ear hair.
Well, he knows you're coming back 2 weeks from now, right? So
yeah.
You already pre-book it.
No, I'm gonna get on that tomorrow. I also gotta get my suit coat because I gotta get that done and mocked up ASAP. So I'm gonna make sure I get that done. Or get that like tailored for the engagement photos.
Oh, you guys are going formal, huh?
Yeah. You didn't do engagement photos?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, Katrina did she made her own invitation with whatever was on them.
Yeah, no, I mean ours is going to be just a couple pictures and whatever. It's going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Is it your photographer doing that, or
yes, it was for free. Like it's not free. It's included in the.
Yeah, I don't think we did that. We just did the wedding, so we didn't have that on our package. Katrina's got a camera; she can do some for you too.
There you go. Yeah, so I'm actually not looking forward to it. I've seen some like some of the awkward photos that you have to do. It's like, come on, dude.
I remember Joe's was kind of. I got a feeling.
I feel bad for Joe. I wish we would have. Joe was the first one to get married. We didn't realize how important some of the stuff was, and God, did he look hungover as shit.
Well, it's not his. It's also kind of his fault if you go out to like 4 a.m. the night before you have your engagement. That's on you.
Yeah. Well, I did tell Lauren, I'm like, hey, don't do it on a Sunday.
So do it on a Friday. Do it on a Saturday or Friday, baby.
Yeah, don't do it on a Sunday.
So I feel like that was a little bit of Joe's fault.
A little bit, could have kind of feel bad about it, but
we didn't force the Coors Lights down his throat.
No.
We went out to Brian Hamilton.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story. Brian Hamilton's like, Brian sent me money for the tickets that he got for the 19th. And I'm like, dude, we're not going to sell the tickets for this much money. I'll tell you what, I'll make it up. I'll buy you some 25-ounce Michelob Ultras to make up for it. And he texts me back, you can pay me back by not buying me Michelob Ultras.
You got to love that dude. He's known about the ticket for today for at least a week. I'm like, just let me know. So if I got to find somebody else. Motherfucker does not. Literally last night. And then he knew that we were just going to start looking for other people. And he's like, oh, hey, I'll take that ticket.
He was funny because like I texted you guys when you guys found we found a fourth. And he's like, is that ticket still available? Like literally, it's like bam. It was like I sent it out to you guys and like hit bam right immediately after.
Dickhead.
It was
Chris, everything all right?
Yeah, Michael was kind enough to go back to the repair shop and talk to a guy, and he gave us a 6-month to year lease on the old Subaru.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, he also said, the guy said like it wouldn't be worth getting it fixed and everything. But yeah, that was pretty much it. And then Pepsi let me know that he's on the visitor side dugout again.
Okay.
So we can keep a lookout for him over there.
Nice.
I'm getting blown up by everybody right now.
What do you mean 6-month lease in your Subaru?
So our transmission's on its way out. So it started.
I know that's like.
It started shaking at 80 when I was. So last Sunday, Lauren and I went to her Crowley family picnic, which was a lot of fun. I actually had a really good time there. Minus Lauren, dude. I'll tell you. So
Lauren forgot a sandwich.
That and then, sorry, Mr. Davis, but he tried to bring me the sandwich back on Wednesday.
Oh no, Thursday.
And I felt it and it was a little squishy and I was like, sorry, bud.
Sandwich is like a deli meat sandwich.
Oh yeah, it was
Jersey
just nice.
Yeah, you don't let the Jersey sandwiches like that sit.
No, he didn't like. It was in a cooler and it was in a shirt.
That's like a one day thing. If you don't eat the next day, you just throw it away.
Yes, absolutely. But the funny part is he had half that sandwich and I'm sure he just didn't like it as much. And he was like, I'll just bring it back.
Yeah, Peter can have the other half.
Thought that counts, right?
But yeah, so we went, the family picnic, and that was a blast. And our car started going there, and it was starting to shake at like when I was getting to 80, and I was like, all right, I gotta bring this in. And I told Lauren I was dropping off at my dad's on Tuesday to get it checked out. She's like, yeah, it was a little scary on Sunday. It's not scary, it's just shakes.
I remember when mine went out. I was on the whatever highway that was going out that way, and I went to change lanes. Like I accelerated to change lanes, and the car's like cool, and then it's like nope, and it just like no power. Like you go from it's hard. You hear the engine rev up, and then you hear the car like go a little forward. It's like, and then there's nothing. Like nothing happened. Like I'm like foot's in the ground, gas is going, like the rev is going like this, but the car's not moving because there's no fucking transmission to do it. Yeah. And then luckily I kind of like coasted over and able to like coast into the parking lot.
That's our issue now.
And then the engine died 6 months later, so it was great. All great.
That's what. Yeah, me and Peter are hoping that.
I would not recommend replacing it, boys.
No, me and Peter. That's why me and Peter are trying to figure out how much longer this thing can last because we don't want to be on the highway.
Because
when it dies again.
The best case scenario for me would be is I get right up to the wedding.
Could drive the Merc, maybe a little more.
Yeah, no, that's what we're gonna do. We'll drive the Merc to get to May 3rd. Then I don't have to save for the wedding anymore, and then I can change that savings.
And then we're gonna tell insurance that our Subaru was stolen.
Yeah. Now you just put on tape, Chris. Cut.
And get us.
Wait. All right, we're back in.
And get us our $5.
Yeah, dude. But so Lauren's dad has sadly her mom's car. He still has. And I was like, maybe we'll just buy it off him. Like, it's like a CRV. It's a bigger car. It doesn't have a lot of miles on it. She's like, it's 12 years old. And I'm like, that's not terrible. We could use that for 5 years until I recover from this wedding. And then I went and looked up what a 12-year-old Honda CRV goes for. And I was like, no, I'll just spend the money on a brand new car at this point. $10,000 to $15,000 you can get for a 12-year-old Honda CRV.
That seems outrageous.
Insane, right?
Aren't they like new, like 22 grand? They're 30 grand?
No, they're like, 30 grand.
That seems like a lot.
Like, good for her dad.
Doesn't half the value go off when he drives a lot? Half immediately go off of it?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Honda start appreciating at point? What's going on here?
I honestly have no idea. But it was crazy to me that you can get that. We're getting a little buzz here.
I know.
It's not me. Someone turn off the bug killer.
I think it was yours, Pat, talking to your mic.
Hello?
No, if I move.
It's me. You hear that?
Yeah.
I lowered your microphone down. Talk in.
Hello? Oh,
okay.
Can you hear me though?
I can.
Pat?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're still getting up there, Peter.
Okay, wait, but can you hear the buzz?
Where's the other mic? Oh, the mic's not set up. Okay. I was like, where's the other one? We'll switch it out.
I'm trying to think if you can hear the buzz still.
I can't not hear it currently. Because that other buzz is the fridge.
Okay.
In the back.
Terrific podcast here, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen. Those are big things.
We'll show some feet at the end if you stick around.
Pat Lynch.
Hey, you got to get them up there.
I gotta get the little striptease.
But and then we'll get that song playing.
I think that's the Pink Panther one you had going there.
What would you?
I mean, it's still the same.
Yeah. What would you do there?
I can't hum it good enough to do it.
Yeah. No, I don't. No dice. No more feet on the podcast. Let's see. I'm trying to think what's going on this weekend. I got my phone over there. I got to make sure we get the feel good stories. Anything from the 4th stuck out for you guys?
The Cubs scored some runs for a change.
Yeah.
2-game winning streak, boys.
And Ian Happ's last 19 games, he's hitting 323, Chris. 7 home runs and 30-something RBIs.
Yeah, killing it.
And the team's still losing all those games, probably, most of those games. What's the over-under in Kyle Hendricks today? Do you think he's getting through 4 innings or not?
Yes.
Why are they doing a Kyle Hendricks start?
Because they have nobody in the bull.
Because they've got
Assad's
on IL. Wicks is on IL.
Half their team's on IL.
Who's the other starting pitcher that had at the beginning of the year?
Hayden Wesniewski.
He's pitching tomorrow.
Oh, great. I have no idea.
They just got no. Ben Brown's hurt as well.
Yeah.
So that's why he's pitching.
The Sox have started to play a little better.
Yeah.
They're on I don't know if they're winning a lot, but they're just looking like a little bit of a better team. And the coach is kind of getting a little bit more support. He doesn't he's not as big of
a pushover.
Yeah, he did call his team out for being just shitty.
Absolutely.
That's a smart move.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the NBA free agency? Anything there going for you?
I can't say that I've watched much.
I like the fact that LeBron got paid $104 million over 2 years.
That's insane.
His son got a 4-year deal for $9 million.
Or $7 million. $7 million. That made no sense.
You talk about nepo babies.
The best thing was LeBron was like they ripped LeBron for getting this huge contract, like saying he was trying to help, like he was willing to help the team get like free agents and take less, and he got like $54 million, and then somebody else ripped the Lakers for drafting LeBron's son, who's like averaged like 4 points and like 1 rebound at USC this year, and
developmental man.
And the center from North Carolina State who led his team to the Final Four didn't get drafted at all. He didn't even get like an exhibit, like there's like something called like an Exhibit 10 contract, which I think gives you like 10 days to see how this player works with you.
Yep.
there's like a 2-way deal, and then there's like you can sign people for summer league. He got a summer league deal.
Who signed him?
Could he go back to college or no?
I
thought he could go back. I thought he could.
No,
go,
if you stay in the draft, you can't go back.
Let's bring him to Chicago. What do we got to lose?
I think he got signed by either Cleveland or Philadelphia. One of those two. Like it was somebody in the East.
He was. I just don't think
he's like a 6'9", like 280-pound guy. He needed to lose some weight, but supposedly like during
he's a center at 6'9".
Yeah.
So
like something like from the end of the college season to like the combine, he lost like a crap ton of weight. They said he lost like 30 pounds or something. So he went from like being like 6'9", 280 to like 6'9", 250.
I don't know if LeBron's kid's any good or not, but like I know that part of it was his year was skewed because he had that heart attack basically, or his heart stopped at the end of the
he had the heart
so,
rhythm thing.
Actually probably like inhibited him a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if his name wasn't James,
but I mean, like he wasn't
not drafted.
Yeah, but he wasn't like starting. He didn't start very much for the team. He wasn't very good when he was out there.
But they had a decent team, right? Because they made a little bit of run, not like a deep run, but they made a run in the if I remember correctly.
No, USC didn't make the NCAA tournament.
Okay, I got nothing.
Wow, Pat.
I got nothing for you.
Got out some real facts. Some
that was an S&P fact right there. Didn't it sound confident?
Oh my God.
Sounded so confident.
Yeah, that was the thing they were brought up. It was like this guy led his team to the Final Four, and LeBron James' kid sat on the sidelines, and then I don't even think USC had a winning record. To be honest,
they also got JJ Redick as coach, and they were trying to say that LeBron had nothing to do with that either.
And that's his podcast host.
That's his podcast buddy.
Co-host, yeah. Yeah, no, that's
okay.
Well, and that's what the Lakers. What they've said about the Lakers is they need to bring in a actual GM, a front office, and get Jeannie Buss to take a step back. She's running it more like for the entertainment reasons, which is fine. You want the business to do well, but
taking the Jerry Reinsdorf playbook out of the. You know.
Oh no, Jerry Reinsdorf is keep it as cheap as possible, to suck in as much money as you can.
Yeah,
well, the Bulls are financing the White Sox pretty much.
Yeah, he's trying to get He's trying to get rid of all these contracts now so that they can be younger and still have people come to their games and whatnot.
Yeah, they wanted to be somewhat competitive, but also they need to get younger, and they got to get under the top 10 next year for the Bulls.
Yeah, and then
they're well on their way.
The one thing that stood out to me was Paul George getting like a $250 million contract at Philly, 34
right?
years old. Yeah,
Philly, right? Yeah,
4 years, like 252 or something like that.
Is he still good? Is he still good?
He's so injury prone. Isn't he injured every year?
No, I guess he's somewhat injury prone, but I think he still averages about like anywhere from like 68 to like 73 games, which is in an 82 game season. It's not bad.
Wow.
So
okay.
I just think it's mind boggling that like the top guy in the NHL is making what a like third string bench player on the NBA is making.
Well, that's because the NBA gets
It's insane how much more difference of money is there.
That's what happened. A cautionary tale for sports leagues outside the NHL. That NHL lockout year, the whole entire year that they missed, should be a cautionary tale for the rest of them, because like if hockey was on its way up in popularity, and it literally lost everybody.
I could see the NFL losing a lot of popularity if they did a strikeout, a full year strike.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I was talking about when I was getting a haircut. Soccer's on the rise, and it's not for us because we just didn't watch.
Didn't grow up playing it or watching it.
Yes, that's it. But the younger generation, all of them play soccer because football's too dangerous. Kids don't have the attention span for baseball. And basketball, people play basketball, so that's why it's as popular as it is. Baseball is coming back. There's a lot of kids now playing baseball.
Yeah, but baseball is also like an more expensive way to travel. Like soccer is not quite as the equipment's not expensive, stuff like that. So
it's very fair. Yeah, what do you need? Shoot, you need cleats.
You need some cleats and
some shin pads.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids who can play, and you're just running around.
Yeah.
But that's going to be one of those ones that in 10 years will be much more popular than.
Yeah, maybe we won't suck as much as we do in the international games.
Should we be forward thinking and try to buy an MLS team?
Buy an MLS
Should we?
Should us three buy it? I don't know if we can afford an MLS team.
You figure it out.
a couple.
Get your shit together. Get your heads together.
A couple $100 million. Holy shit! Yeah.
$100 million. Don't let $100 million hold you back. We figure it out, baby.
Don't let me hold back. Okay.
We could be like Ryan Reynolds and the other guy.
Did you lose brain cells when you get that haircut, or?
Hey, that haircut's firing on all cylinders right now.
It's letting you ideas. Watch 10 years from now when we're still doing this podcast and making no money. We could have been MLS owners.
I like Peter's idea of being able to buy a team. My head automatically goes to how are we going to be able to afford salaries and all the other stuff that go around with it.
The Chicago Fire, I know, were sold not super long ago. Let's see what they sold for.
Why not a WNBA team?
Pat, Chris, don't get me started with that.
Hey, the NBA is subsidized at least in that one.
Fair.
Yes.
Fair. But now they really want all the luxuries. and they're not luxury players, but they want all the luxuries.
Oh, Peter, you're gonna get so much.
Wait, how about how about the freaking Boston Celtics selling?
Oh, they want to sell them they're gonna get more than $4. They're gonna get more than $4 billion because the Suns got $4 billion. The's no way somebody doesn't try to buy.
They own their stadium though? I didn't know that.
So the Fire were valued at $400 million because the guy that bought 51% paid $204 million for them.
Okay, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah,
but think about it. Boston Celtics sold for $225 in the early 2000s.
Yep,
2001. Yeah,
they're worth $4 billion. If we get in on an MLS team and it's on the rise, we buy at the low, and 20 years from now, we could sell for billions.
Okay. If you can make that happen, Peter, I'm all in.
Okay, so I got to do all the work.
Yep.
I bring the idea. Listen, people are going to go do it now.
We'll give you an extra 0.5%.
I'll talk to some banks, see if they'll be willing to loan us $1 billion to buy this team.
We don't need $1 billion.
Well, we need
$100 million for the down payment.
We need
cash for
flow.
operating expenses, sir.
Well, I'm gonna assume the Chicago Fire have a decent amount of.
You're gonna
our team is gonna.
You're gonna assume that these players will play for free.
You know what our stadium's like, Chris? Our stadium's we're gonna be the owners from Major League. They're gonna be looking like billboards all over the outfield. They're gonna be like, cross this guy off the list. He's dead.
They have to wear sunglasses that are our marketing materials. Yes, we'll get there. We'll brew John's beer.
It's gonna be Condom Depot on the jerseys.
Our home field is gonna be Wilson Park out there. We're gonna get Pepsi out there with a riding lawnmower to cut the grass.
Yeah,
it's gonna be half baseball fields, half soccer field.
Yep.
Stop giving all the good ideas away, okay? Let's just stop. We need these.
We can't afford Lane Tech to rent there.
I'm just saying, somebody's gonna buy it.
We're slashing cars, baby.
It's gonna be one of those. But here's the thing. You know why it's insane to me to think about the evaluation for the Celtics? The only reason you would buy them is then you think this is a good. It's like art. It's going to keep its value. That's the only reason you're buying the Celtics now, because you can't imagine it's getting much more than $4.
Well, I mean, they're one of the most marquee teams in the NBA, right?
They don't own their stadium though,
but they've won a ton of different.
That's fine, but yes, I get that. Boston's huge. Like,
I mean, the Bears haven't owned their stadium. They're worth a couple billion too.
Fair, but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't buy a team that I didn't have a stadium with. You need. All right, I'm $4 billion.
That's why
$4 billion. If you want to make 5% on your money a year, you need 250 or.
That's why the Bears are going
20,
out tonight.
You need 200 million. You need 200 million a year to make just 5%. That's net. You need a net 200 million. You know how insane that is?
I mean, they've all gone up in value. You got to think they're going to keep increasing, right? I mean, there's no slowdown in these things. Looks like with inflationary pricing and stuff on them. So who knows?
I don't know. I mean, that's an insane.
How about we buy the Tampa Bay Devil Rays? They seem like they need some new ownership.
Yeah, they'll still sell for like $1 billion.
Do MLB teams go for as much?
I think. Obviously the Yankees. I think Dodgers. I think the Cubs are worth a lot too.
Yeah, I would assume that the Yankees, I think, are like one of the highest out of all the sports. I think they're one of the highest like value teams.
I think the Cubs also have their TV. The Cubs are worth a couple billion.
They have the Yes Network.
Yeah, so do the Dodgers have their own network. The Cubs just started their own network, obviously. So
I got the top 10. I got the top 10. I got the top. What do you think the top 5 teams are in baseball?
They're all
in baseball.
The highest one is $7.1 billion.
Yankees.
Correct. And then you got at 4.8. You got the
Dodgers.
Cardinals.
Correct. Dodgers. Did you say Orioles?
Cardinals.
And the Cardinals are not in the top 5.
Okay.
Then you got another team that Chris McGraw likes to wear head of occasionally.
Boston
They're in third place.
Red Sox.
$4.5 billion. Then you got a team that we are supporting at $4.1 billion.
The Cubs.
They bought them for what? $500 million?
$500 million, I think it was.
$500 million?
And then the Giants ran out. The Giants, Mets, Angels, Braves, Phillies, and Cardinals ran out the top 10.
Wow.
The 10-1 is the Cardinals are worth $2.55 billion. Lowest team worth $1 billion.
Marlins.
The Miami Marlins.
Wow.
Nailed it.
That con artist tricked Miami into paying for a new stadium for them. Again, this is why you don't buy billionaire stadiums. Like, it just makes no sense to me. And that's what they're doing in Kansas City. Did you know that? The Kansas City Royals and the Kansas City Chiefs are
the great state of Kansas is doing it too.
There's one team in the top 15 that surprises me here.
Where would they go in Kansas, Chris?
They're going to go across the border into Missouri.
Yeah,
no, they're in Kansas City.
No, Kansas City is on the border.
They're going to go to Kansas. Sorry,
that's what I'm saying. What city, you jackaloon?
Kansas City. It's on both sides of the river.
Kansas City's on the border of Missouri and Kansas, so they would go out in the Kansas City, Kansas side of Kansas City.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a river that splits them. Yeah.
That's
I was
hilarious.
trying to explain that to you. You're just like, no, where are they going?
Tell me you got to cross the border though.
They're in Kansas City, you stupid bitch.
I was like, what do we? Okay, well, no, I feel dumb.
I'm surprised this team.
Not that it takes much for me to feel dumb these days.
I'm surprised that the Blue Jays are in the top 15 of value for baseball.
Oh yeah, up in Canada.
And the White Sox are 15th somehow.
That's such a shit stadium in Toronto. Oh my god.
That was a stadium that was built for like the first like multi-purpose kind of baseball stadium. Because they used it for other stuff too.
Yeah, no, it's an absolute shit stadium. If you get stuck under some of the like if your seats are under some of the other seats that are like
If you think you're in the outfield.
Is that the worst stadium you've been to?
Philadelphia's it was a beautiful stadium.
Which one? The baseball?
He was at.
Yeah,
I'm talking all sports stadiums.
Yeah. The arena for the hockey was great. The baseball stadium was gorgeous. Boston, the Celtics or Red Sox, beautiful. Yeah. I mean, it needs a Wrigley Field update with like the bathrooms and stuff, but still just very historic, very nice. Because I remember the bathrooms were shit.
Honestly, I think the worst stadium I've been into is Soldier Field.
That could be fair.
I don't know. I don't think
the concourse are so shitty. They're so tight and compacted. They're pretty miserable.
No, Toronto for me was.
I've never been to Toronto.
I think Joe almost fell asleep at the.
I did too because that game was so boring.
Yeah, I've never been to Toronto.
I'm trying to think. I would like to think that just on bathrooms alone, the United Center is the worst.
Your master's not that bad to get in and out of the bathrooms.
When you get in the lines though, like you can only get like 8 people in a bathroom sometimes.
That's fair.
But there's a ton of them though.
All right,
True.
I've been holding off, boys. I'm gonna pop this and then use the washroom. But
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know.
Pat, can you name the stadiums you've been to though?
I've been to obviously all the ones in Chicago. Yeah. I've been to Fenway.
Yep.
I've been to where are we seeing a game at?
Milwaukee.
Their stadium's not terrible.
No.
I've been to.
We've been to the Bucks Arena out there too.
The Bucks Arena. I thought somewhere on the West Coast. I thought we were at one of the games.
I've been to Seattle. Seattle's a nice park.
That looks like a nice one. I've not been on that one. I guess I didn't go. I was going to try to go to a Giants game when I was on San Francisco, but they weren't in town. We were going to try. The Diamondbacks I hear have a real shit stadium. Yeah, because the roof. I think the roof is broken.
Yeah, but they weren't in town when we were down there. Obviously for Miguel's
I guess
wedding.
I haven't been in too many stadiums remotely. When I think about it.
Neither have I. Notre Dame we've been to.
Yeah,
that wasn't too bad.
That's not too bad.
It's a freaking walk and a half from where you park, though.
That's true. Well, maybe we just didn't want to pay for parking.
Well, I'm just assuming we found the first spot that we could park in because we didn't know the area all that well.
I feel like I've been to other stadiums somewhere.
I haven't been to anywhere in Detroit.
Oh, we've been in the Titan Stadium. That was okay.
That
felt more like a college stadium, honestly, than a pro stadium.
Fair. But we were super close in that one. That's probably the only. That was probably.
I saw a fight behind me. That was another good.
Yeah, that's
good part there.
There's that one. I don't think I've been to anywhere in Florida.
Did we do anywhere in Texas?
Superdome.
Superdome, yeah. That's a massive place.
Yeah.
It's kind of generic though in the concourses. It's kind of like other than like it's like loud as all hell in there. And it's not a bad sightline, but like the stadium itself was kind of underwhelming outside of outside of being in the actual play field area.
And then the Vegas Knights, we've been to their stadium.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
They had a nice one. Yeah, T-Mobile Arena was nice. Yeah, I think probably Soldier Field is probably the shittiest stadium that I've been to.
That's fair. I mean, from the outside, it looks very nice.
Superdome. The only reason the Superdome wins goes above them is because the Superdome, the actual play, the field play is much cooler than at Soldier, with the noise and everything like that.
I can see
more
that.
of an experience to kind of be in that.
Sounds like a very dead podcast here.
No, we were discussing what stadiums we've been at, and we were thinking aloud and trying to figure out which ones we've been to, and Pat remembered a few. I remembered a few. Superdome.
Golden Knights Stadium.
The Golden Knights Stadium. We went to Tennessee Titans Stadium.
That was a good one.
I said the Titans Stadium was more like a college stadium than a pro stadium.
We were also pretty tipsy.
No, I'm just saying, just the way it was kind of laid out, it just felt more like a college stadium.
I agree.
Can I get 4 3-1-2s? Which do we want, the yellow or the green?
The yellow or the green.
Always yellow.
And then Pat got a fight, and we didn't get to see that one.
That was wild. I thought they were kind of joking around. I'm like, they're throwing haymakers. Well, they're not joking.
The best part was like Peter caught like 8 of those. Like they kept tossing stuff in the stands, and Peter kept catching all of it.
I couldn't believe how cheap those tickets were for like 15th row.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
That would have cost us like 4 times that to be at Soldier Field.
I mean, the fact that somebody brought that up while we were getting the rental car was crazy.
That was me.
No, it was Joe, wasn't it? Or did Joe just buy them?
No, Joe bought him. I think Pat mentioned it while we were sitting in line.
They're playing Thursday Night Football.
They'd be like, hey, did you know the Titans are playing on Thursday Night Football? I was like, oh.
This is
remember?
so good.
Good as you remember, Peter?
This is so good. Like,
Is this a year? Do you know if it's a year-round beer or is it only a summer kind of beer?
that's a great question.
I would assume it would be just summer.
So this is I was talking to Ben about this last week, and I don't know if I brought it up on the last week's podcast, but we talked about all these breweries, and they don't have some people want some like harder, more alcoholic beverages, but most of the time people just want good beer to drink, easy beer to drink.
Yep.
Lime lager. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how many beers I like from Half Acre, but
I can tell you how many I like from Half Acre besides this one.
0.
Because I saw the death warrant of the Half Acre beers at Benny's yesterday before I found that one. I'm like double IPA, hazy double IPA, triple Bakken, whatever something.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I don't want any of those.
this is tremendous. Like when you open that up, you're gonna be very happy.
I don't want any of that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, this off-color brewing one was pretty good.
I like that too. It went down too easy.
It's funny.
That's dangerous.
I got the Apex Predator from them, and I could not stand the Apex Predator.
no.
But this is actually pretty good. I'll give them that.
So we got 2 winners. Winner, chicken dinner.
This was a little pricey for 4 beers though, but they're bigger beers. It was like $12 for 4.
Yeah. The only reason this would be tough on the golf course is because how expensive it is.
Yeah.
To bring it into politics a little bit, did you guys see everybody calling for Biden to step down?
Apparently, he had an interview last night. I thought it was just some like documentary thing that ABC was running, but apparently it was an interview.
They called it a high stakes ABC interview.
He's like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm taking down Ronald Reagan this time.
Who are you?
No,
Where's Diane Sawyer? Where's Barbara Walters? Someone said Barbara's gonna be doing this interview.
I didn't watch it.
4 years, Joe.
I didn't watch any of it. I will watch it, but I watched Jon Stewart do like a joke on the debate. He did it live or like right after the debates. And boys, rewatching some of the Joe Biden clips was very, very rough.
Like I said before, I don't think the debates are gonna have a huge impact on people voting. I don't think there's a lot of swing voters.
I don't know. There's a lot of donors have come out and said Biden needs to get out.
But do you think there's a lot of swing voters though? Like really? Like I think I think it's more like you just can't stand Trump and you won't vote for him, right? Like or you're like
or you're just not going to vote though then.
Or you're just hardcore Trump for his vote.
Well, I think they're hoping people come in to vote against Trump, and I think a lot of people are just like, no, we're just not going to vote.
Yeah, we're not going to vote for this guy. We don't like Trump, but we're not going to come and vote for this guy. This guy doesn't know what he's doing.
I mean, it's really like 7 states to make the election up, right? But the way the college falls.
And
it's like 7 states that decide.
Yeah, decided. Yeah, because like Illinois is a blue state.
California's a blue state.
Well, they're saying that with Biden because they need to keep a lot of the
the Rust Belt always decides Wisconsin.
If you're a Democrat and you want to keep some of your spots in the House and Senate, you need to piggyback off of the popularity of the president or the highest position. And with how Biden is doing, like Minnesota's talking about, like, hey, he's hurting us, he's not helping us in their like elections. Michigan was saying the same thing, that he's hurting us, not helping us. Where like Trump, even though Trump doesn't actually have a lot of, he doesn't actually sway a lot of like elections. Like
yeah, I think people who like him or don't like him, right?
Yeah,
he's not someone that's gonna like push you to vote that way.
But yeah, but there's a lot of people pulling out money from the Democratic Party. So that's never good, and especially you need a ton of money.
I mean, it's just mind-boggling how much money you need to run for president. How much money is wasted on these kind of things.
I think I seriously think Trump has over $500 million to spend.
I think Biden.
What do they spend it on?
It's like it's all the ads. It's the people working on the staffs.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably television.
Trump's
ads.
probably going to his private bank account or his lawyers when he's for other
yeah. Yeah, I think you can spend a little bit. I was watching.
Trump for sure is misappropriating his.
Oh,
his
George, you ever hear that? Why George Santos was a New York House senator, whatever, and then they did the laundry list of things that he spent his on. He spent it on plastic surgery, clothes, vacations.
Hell yes,
it's all nonsense.
Prostitutes.
The best part of that, OnlyFans.
Nice,
very good.
I mean, if someone else is paying for OnlyFans, maybe I would subscribe too.
There you go. I forget. I'm trying to think who did the article or who did the clip on this, but like the one reason, like what scares people, I think about Biden is think about in the middle of the night when he has 6 minutes to make a decision on launching the nukes or not launching the nukes. Is that the guy you want having those. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody waking up
I mean,
Joe from nap time.
I mean, if we're launching nukes, we're fucked anyways.
But you have to make that decision. And is it a real thing or not a real thing? And he has to be the one. He's the man who makes that decision.
They're calling Obama anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, they're calling somebody else. Let's be honest.
I saw the one thing they like to run. They like to run the clips of like they're like Brock, would you like to be president again? And he's like if I was just behind the scenes, be able to call the shots, but I wouldn't actually be the public face, I would like it. And the Republicans just like use that all the time as like he's behind the scenes, puppet controlling Biden.
Well, somebody's running the Biden administration is just.
It's our boy Bill.
Actually, I'm sorry. You know what it was? RFK talked about this. He did a long form.
Good old Bill running around interns again.
Oh no, Bill
chasing interns around.
Bill's and the shock to how much that Bill is younger than both.
And he ran 30 years ago. Was president over 30 years ago.
It's absolutely fucking asinine that we don't have an age
elected
limit.
32. He was elected 32 years. It was 92. He got elected, right?
What's the youngest?
Yeah.
Or so Obama was probably the youngest.
Obama was the
Kennedy,
youngest.
I think wasn't he?
I thought Obama
I thought it
was.
was Kennedy because Obama that was in his 40s. I thought Kennedy was like late.
It could be right.
If only there's a thing that we could search this on.
Oh,
Google.
Standby. Youngest elected president.
You gotta love it.
I can't spell though, so that's gonna inhibit my searching.
You know, it's kind of killing me. The stock market. That motherfucker just ain't ever gonna go down, is it? How are we supposed to get back into the?
You gotta hit the next, Pat.
Yeah, I just want to see.
I want to give you a list.
I just want a goddamn list.
What are we doing here?
John Fitzgerald Kennedy
is the youngest.
His youngest president was how old was this dude?
87.
No.
Why is this? Just give me a list, goddammit. All this AI bullshit. I can't just get a list.
It's dude. There's a lot of fear in AI these days. I watch too many podcasts on the fear of AI. Probably should not be doing that.
I did see something about that too, and I can't remember what it was. I'm trying to think.
I watched a really good podcast.
Kennedy was the youngest guy elected president.
And how old was he? Damn, he looks so. He's probably like in his 30s, maybe early 40s.
63. He was born in 1917. So what was that, Chris?
Oh my God, he was.
So he was. If he was elected, he was elected in 1960. So he was 30. He was what? When was he elected?
Math confuses you?
No, I'm saying when he was elected. He was elected
43 years old.
43 years old. Yeah.
Wow, he looked like shit for 43. But yeah, I guess he was
He's a
doing
smoker, baby.
Was he really?
Bill Clinton was actually younger than Obama too. Bill Clinton was 46 when he was elected.
Ripping and tearing them interns, baby.
Well, no wonder
That guy had white hair before he was like.
Hey, Silver Fox, all right.
He's. I mean, he looks great nowadays.
Jimmy Carter was 52, and that guy's about to hit a 100.
Jimmy Carter,
and he's still hospice care.
Yeah, he will not. He will not go. He is like, no, I'm getting the triple digits, baby.
What do you think, Pat? Is it Green Torch?
That's good. I like it. So good. I think it's being skewed a little bit by the last beer, but I think it's good still.
Or meaning that you like that one a little more? Or is it just
It tastes a little different than I remember it being with that, but I think that's more having like switching beers.
Yeah.
But it still tastes good. It's nice and light, refreshing.
What do you think the last time we had morning beers was? It feels like it's been a while.
I would assume.
I mean, you're not counting a golf course, I assume?
I haven't drinking it at a golf
I was
course in the
thinking
morning in a while.
T-box.
Did we do?
No, we were on vacation. When we were going on vacation, I'm sure you guys had beers at Fort Myers early.
No, still. Well, maybe.
I know I did in Italy, so.
Pat Lynch having them all. Dude, Joe Keneally getting all the cocktails.
I think it's nuts that Joe goes out by himself and just like partying by himself like that. That's
a little.
That's a little wild.
To get a little tipsy in Europe by himself. That's a little scary.
Well, it's weird about it to me is like, no one knows where he's really at. No one knows who he's with, and no one knows where he went, right? So it's kind of like.
He could airdrop his location to Sarah.
Yeah, she's probably got like a location on his
ass.
One of those air tags.
But it's a bold choice, Joe. You're a brave man. I don't think I would do that. Like I wouldn't have gone out to Italy by myself if Katrina's like I'm going to bed.
Because you're a blank.
Maybe I am.
I
like living, Chris. I like
saw
living.
an article.
I don't.
Steve-O is going to get.
I don't want to be in sex trafficked.
He's going to get implants as a joke to add to his comedy routine.
You mean breast implants?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Breast implants. Yeah. How silly is that?
He's a weird dude.
You know what? They give.
Is that just because his comedy's not funny, so he just wants to have something to like get people to see?
I don't want to watch his comedy is like it's got too much. It's like one of his stunts was him jacking off, flying out, and skydiving. It's like I don't want to see that.
No.
Chris, you found something. Instead of elbow dropping, Chris, you know what you can
No.
do? You can fertilize the lawn.
You know what's
I'll
crazy?
fertilize your face.
Is the dude who had to go down because he was a tandem.
Oh yeah, the guy watching him do it. Oh God.
Well,
Guy who's strapped to him.
I mean, you're not
doing
really.
it.
If it's like you're back,
Get me out! Get me
I
out!
mean, you're back to back, right? I mean, it's not like he's like jerking it on you.
Well, could have floated back up.
Yeah, could have floated back up and hit you in the face.
Well, that's why he made. If you're good, you dodge Steve-O in the May. You know.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, thank you.
You know what, Pat? We'll contact Steve-O. We'll strap you in with him.
I'm hard passing on that one.
Nah. We got.
I'm not really interested in skydiving to begin with. I'm definitely
We
not.
got to test it out.
Strapped to some guy that's gonna be jerking
Come
off
on, Pat. You got to test it out for science.
for science.
For science. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Oh, and
Someone call Frank Pearl. Give me the dynamics in that. All right.
we got to think about next week. What day we're gonna do the podcast? We got the Windy City Smokeout, baby.
It's not
do.
Thursday. That will probably not be on it.
Why is it Thursday? An issue.
Because
He's out of town on Friday for a reason.
Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta see if Joe should be in town.
He should be.
Man, we're never gonna get the Ford back on the podcast.
Nope.
It's ridiculousness. Is there any stunt so what amount of money would it cost you to get to do what Steve-O's doing and getting implants put in? First of all, I feel like that's gonna fuck up his skin a lot. No, I know you can get him taken out, but I know he's just gonna have flabby titties after that.
Well, I would assume you could, when you take him back out, they would do like surgery to like take care of any excess skin or anything like that, right?
Fair point. That's got to be painful as shit though, and he can't do any.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming.
Can't do bench anymore, bro.
No, but he can't do any like pain meds because he's
Yeah.
a recovering addict. So he's just got to sit there in pain.
Well, I mean,
Well, he better hope that like the implants, they don't need to skin graft any excess skin for him up there because that's gonna that hurts like hell. Is what I hear. Is like when you have like a skin graft,
Yeah.
where they peel skin off your like excess skin off
Good
other parts of your body.
Lord.
That's like the most painful thing you can do.
Moon River. Did you get your ticket for a hat today, Peter? No.
We can take a look now.
He's still looking.
Man, I'm such an idiot. I kept thinking I was gonna look, and I just never looked. There you go, Chris. I do want that hat though. It's a pretty sweet hat.
It is. I
It sucks. You can't buy it either. I'm like, and they're like, it's just for participants who are.
It's like the Tumblr thing that Katrina got, or the
One more
other
time.
teacher thing.
Thank you, Chris.
I like how it's slightly down, so it sounds like it's even more like it's depressing.
Yeah, it's so depressing. I could also done this. Just laugh at Peter.
Yeah, that one's more.
Let's
that
see
one's
what the
more
ticket's
appropriate.
going to cost. It's a pretty cool hat. Have you guys been listening to Cody Johnson to get ready for next week?
No.
No.
I have
So
been.
you can't.
I've been getting my.
I think I know 3 songs by him.
I've been getting my fill of Billy Currington.
He sings the "Till You Can't" song, right?
Yep.
And he sings the
Dirt Cheap.
I don't know that one.
It's a rip off of the
There's
Luke Bryan song.
there's a Painter one. I know that.
Yep.
And then it's like, and then it's you got a chance. Take it. It's him too, right?
Yep.
So I got 3.
Oh, you'd be good.
I got 3, and by that point I'll be probably lit up anyway, so it's not gonna matter.
Maybe I'll play Friends in Low Places and know the secret third verse.
If you know the third verse, me and Chris are up there singing
Yeah.
it with him, coming out of the booth.
You know what I was thinking about
I still think he's kind of an interesting choice for like that kind of thing because he's not. Those are more like party kind of environments. Like to me, like a good person for that is like a Luke Bryan because it's like your mass appeal and it's just like everybody's getting drunk and it doesn't matter anyways. Like to me, Cody Johnson's more of like a guy that if you like his music, you'd go see him, and it's not necessarily a festival kind of guy. Personally,
He's more of the Thursday night guy.
I can see Thursday night. Yeah,
No, I
Kick it off.
I'm gonna say to me, he's more of a like I would with a lot of guys in that. I would throw like that Zach Bryan guy. Like his music's not exactly the most like moving, uplifting.
Oh,
music I've
that's
heard in my
it.
life.
He's super popular.
Yeah,
he
but-
had the Hakatua girl on.
Yeah, but I'm talking to her.
Hakatua.
And she like, listen. It was funny. It was great and good for her for taking like
If you're dumb enough to buy one of those hats, good for her. Enjoy the money, sweetheart.
but like for her, and I'm honestly super happy that she's killing it. But I don't get like it was a funny joke at the time, but then to have like she has an agent now.
Yeah, good for her. I mean,
Nice.
so I'm saying like his music's not exactly like like to me like what you to me when you go to like a festival, it's like a party environment. People want to hear like you don't want to hear like you want. Bangers.
How do you feel about Hootie and the Blowfish playing this?
I would decline that one too.
I think no, but
They were honestly not that great. They're probably one of the worst concerts. I mean, Jimmy Buffett. No, sorry, Jimmy. Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah,
and then
really bad.
And then that guy right above that.
I don't know the one. This is not a real like a concert, but it was the Jeff at Jefferson Park when we saw whoever it was.
Oh, the Pink Floyd one?
Oh,
that was bad.
God, was that bad?
That was pretty bad, too. Thank God that was like a $5 concert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just the donation.
Yeah.
Chris
God.
was lucky that him and me got into a
Oh,
fight.
yeah, that was great. I didn't have to go to that. Yeah.
But we'll see how ABBA is next weekend.
Yeah. I'll be there for sure.
I'm not looking forward to this parking situation this week. They block off that street right by my. That makes it miserable to get around there.
What's the worst concert you guys think you guys have been to?
Oh, you know what? It was at Northern Ireland, the 4th of July.
Oh, God, yeah. You were out of town for 4th of July. Me, Joe, and Peter went to go see Flogging Molly and, God, some other crap-ass band.
It was so bad.
Molly.
And then the other one, we saw Rise Against, where Rise Against
Oh,
played
yeah,
for
the Deftones where they played for like
God,
2 hours.
2
Yeah.
hours, and we got 5 seconds of Rise Against.
They played the one song I know by them. That's good.
Swing Life Away is but
Kills me not to know.
they
Get
played
it,
for 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that was another garbage one.
What was the most? What was the concert you were most excited of that was the most disappointing for you?
Chris
Did you-
Stapleton with Joe Keneally.
Chris Stapleton at Wrigley Field.
I could have.
That was pretty disappointing. Chris Stapleton at Wrigley Field, where he came on early because of the rain that never came, and then he's just like, "Yep, see ya." He's not a good showman. I'll be honest. He just like gets up there and like sings the songs, and he like.
And
walks
he's
away.
so good at what he does, but God, does he just
Give
give me a fucking show?
Give him a little something. Little something.
$150. Give me
He's-
fucking tap dance for
He's
me.
a dead fish of performers. Just lays there.
No, but I saw him also at Northern Ireland, and this is when Parachute was a thing, and he was just about to do Parachute, and Northern Ireland cuts hard, and
They all cut hard at 11.
he had to walk off, and I'm like, he didn't play Parachute.
Pierre's gonna go fight him.
He didn't fucking play Parachute.
That's
I'm gonna say Timmy, the Irish goodbye, and us and playing that real banger at the end.
But
there.
I
That-
wasn't really excited by Timmy.
I don't know what. It's either him. It was either him doing that or Russell Dickerson just playing all of his 6 greatest hits in like the first 10 songs, and then playing
him having an R Dizzle jersey was
Yeah.
also pretty bad.
with 23 on it. Yeah, that was also pretty bad. But
Disrespectful.
I mean, at least I knew a bunch of his songs, like Tim McGraw just doing that Debbie Downer song and just Irish goodbye people.
I'm trying to think of like a concert I was excited
When we
for.
did the Sweeney Smokeout, it was just you, me, and Joe, and we did to go see Old Dominion, and did not realize how miserable
It was
gonna be there.
miserable just getting in there.
Get in there, and then it was so packed, it was so hot, and we just didn't do it right at all.
I know we searched up here, but
No.
they were pretty good at Allstate Arena when we saw them.
Oh yeah, it was tremendous.
Well, that was good. That was a pretty good concert.
It was great.
I enjoyed that
Pierre
one.
sneaking in for the last 4 songs. Don't know how he did it. Spider-Man over here.
We were kind of curious if you could actually get in the concert that late.
Oh, and I did.
He managed it.
And then I'm trying to think if there's any one that's like. The Chris Stapleton one was what stands out at Wrigley. That was pretty disappointing.
Still killed it, but
Yeah,
I'll tell you the one that was the most disappointing for me was Luke Bryan at Wrigley Field.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't because
that with Sam Hunt. Yeah, that one.
it wasn't because Luke Bryan and all of them played really bad. It was mostly because Sam Hunt got cut off because there was a lightning and thunderstorm that came through and we were under the bleachers and we missed House Party.
That was the best part of the concert.
the second time we saw Zach Bryan band at Wrigley when he did a hour
40,
15,
that was
45
rough.
minute
That
just
was rough.
instrumental part.
and I was just like, I'm going to smash a trombone into somebody.
Yeah,
if we don't cut this shit.
That was rough too. Yeah.
Was that the same concert where the lady behind us kept yelling at you and me and Joe because we were standing up and they couldn't see over you?
And then Pat eventually was
Oh,
like,
that was Eric Church.
No.
Oh, no, that was Eric Church was kind of rough too.
Those guys behind us at Eric Church made it
yeah,
fun.
yeah, they made it so unfun.
Yeah.
Oh, so we actually have a bunch of concerts that were.
Yeah, but I would say it's different than like the artist disappointing you versus like the people around you taking you out of the concert. Because like I like the Killers a lot and they played really good at Lollapalooza, but the fact that I had these 2 shirtless men walking back and forth grinding on me 3 times, and then the 5 teenagers around me making out the whole time really made me a little hard to concentrate on the concert.
That Mumford & Sons concert at the United Center was kind of disappointing too.
I actually enjoyed that one.
I love the concert, but they just
miserable.
why are they so goddamn short? Like I was the only
Yeah.
problem with that.
that was good.
Yeah.
But when they played was good. Like their set was really
Yes.
good. But it's like, hey,
it was.
you got another 30 minutes, man. Get
Yeah,
your
it's like
fucking asses
it's
back
like
out
the
there.
same thing with it was the same thing with
Fair
Rise
point.
Against. Where Rise Against, like they weren't bad. They just don't. They let the Deftones play for 4 hours, and then you got 45 minutes of the band you
It
actually
was
wanted
worse
to
than
see.
Mumford & Son because they didn't have an opener to play that long.
Yeah,
The other
Just
thing
out
is, I like the Red Hot Chili Peppers at United Center more than I like them at Soldier Field.
The one at United Center was super cool with the
Yeah,
lights.
that's what, yeah.
I think also
if you get better, the music was more on.
also
you.
they were. I think it's probably Solar Fields, but I think it's also because they were. I don't think they were touring an album on that one. They were just touring, or they toured an album I liked that time, and they were the next one. I didn't really like that album, the new album that they were touring. It's like half the songs. I'm like, get to the old stuff.
Yeah, there's no new stuff. Play taking care of business, dummies.
You know what? For me, and this I don't know if it was a ton of Metallica's fault. It was a little Metallica. It was Sunday night, and I was hungover. But that meant I remember thinking that I did not enjoy that as much as I wanted to.
That was cool.
I think it was the Sunday night, but I thought they were pretty good. I obviously got to see them like 20 years before that, or like 15 years before that in the Allstate, and that was really good too.
Yeah, I can imagine that was a shit show.
That was awesome.
All right, well then to reverse it? What was your favorite concert?
Ooh, that's a tough.
Foo Fighters that are really good.
Oh, got it. The first one at Wrigley.
That was pretty good.
I thought I was gonna throw Chris down the stairs. It was so damn good.
Seeing Tom Petty at Wrigley also with Chris Staples as an opener. He was actually better as an opener. I'll be honest, because he warms you up a little bit and then he can get the fuck off stage. Actually, I like Chris Staples as the opener better. But they were.
Wait, did you like him as an opener?
Yeah, I think so. Was
he good as an opener?
And then Tom Petty was
Thank
really.
you.
Tom Petty was cool. I forgot you don't realize how many songs Tom Petty has. So he's like just railing them off one after the other, and then he died.
Really likes to get off the rails too.
And then he died like 6 months later. So that was interesting.
I'm gonna go.
Too soon.
I'm gonna go the Metallica concert at the Allstate. They had Godsmack open for them.
It was cool.
And then Metallica came out, and Metallica played for like 3 hours until like 12:30.
Wow.
All a great time.
Mumford & Son at Montrose Park or Beach.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Insane. Foo Fighters at Wrigley the first time. Insane. And then Nico Moon at Rosemont.
That was a good one.
Oh God, that was a that. Also, Morgan Wallen at Wrigley Field was pretty good too.
Morgan.
That whole entire. I mean, outside of Parker McCollum being a little weird.
If we could subbed Hardy,
Yeah.
Hardy for him, that would have been a really good.
I mean, it was still a great.
it was a lot of
great
fun.
lineup for that whole entire
also
thing. though.
also made that concert fun. We had a good crew there. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm gonna throw in there. You guys are gonna like it, but Dave Matthews at Alpine first time was pretty cool too.
I figured you were going to throw. Andrew WK at the
That was fun.
at the Vic was fun too.
100-second countdown.
The
that
93
was the best.
that 93 second
That
countdown.
was so good.
You get to like 55 and you're like, I'm in.
I'm in.
And that's
fully
not
in.
even talking about all the Tiesto, like the Tiesto on New Year's Eve.
That was like
Or
Tiesto
like
like
after
right
New
after
Year's.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Fisher,
Yeah, baby.
Fisher the second time we saw him at Radius was
AC.
really good.
AC/DC at Wrigley was cool. I saw them there. That was good.
Oh, and it was the first time we saw him at
in
Vegas.
Vegas on
Yeah, I felt bad because the their chain smokers were just killing it at they had that's where the party was at, and he got a little bit less. But then what's his face? The DJ we saw for when we went there for
Fisher.
No. I'm sorry. I just
Stevie
forgot.
Aoki.
Yeah, Stevie Aoki. His was a banger. That was insane.
That one with Tim and Timmy Trumpet for your birthday
Argon
was pretty
fun,
good
yeah.
too.
That was fun.
But I thought Timmy was better than.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. All right.
We got pretty lit up on that one too.
Oh yeah.
On those big cans of Bud Light.
was a rough
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It like the Morgan Wall. I remember going to John's, just like
I was so miserable.
nobody could talk. Nobody talked.
It's like,
Yeah. But you know what we did? I think we did a really good job last week. We had the one cocktail on the beer. Or I'm sorry, one cocktail on the podcast. We had a beer at dinner, or 2 beers for dinner. Took our time. Me and Chris, I hate to say this, Joe, and I love you to death, but Joe's a speed racer when it comes to the beers. When Joe's
a pace setter.
Yeah, when he's not setting the pace, it's a much easier day.
the glass of vodka they gave me was a little rough.
At
Bub City,
yeah.
like Peter got the Sprite, I got the fucking Tito's. It felt like
She might have been thinking she was gonna give it to me, but
it was a dude that made it. It was when I ordered it. He was like,
Oh,
fucking-
yeah.
It was like
Oh, yeah, he didn't like it.
the
I
second
forgot
one you
about
got
that.
me was fine, but like the first one was like, good God, dude.
Oh, dude, I felt. Oh man, last weekend was such an expensive round. So again, could be a Pat Lynch and just not buy everybody a Tito Sprite, but you got
You got everybody except me because I didn't want
Yeah.
one.
I asked Chris what he wanted.
and
I offered- I would've got
no,
whatever
I
you
know,
want.
I'm just messing with you. And it was $100 round pretty much, and then I got one round at the new Enjoy, and I was like, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, damn, what an expensive weekend. But that's all right. You can't take it when you're gone. All right, Pat.
That's true.
You know that.
You just got to cut some flowers at the wedding, Peter. Lower the flower bush down $30.
Of course, the stupid car has to right before the wedding. Like I was just really hoping, give me till 2025 after the wedding.
That was mine too. Mine died like 3 months, 4 months before our wedding. And put
I know,
down
isn't it
payment
so-
and all that shit.
All right, let's bring this podcast up. Let's get a little feel good stories.
Yeah, let's wrap this thing up.
What you got? A hot date?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the Cubs in the bathroom.
All right.
Bathroom was
Let's
a key one
hear.
there.
Out of this world UFO vehicle pulled over by police in 3 states, but they come in peace. They just want to check out the car.
Nice.
Ooh.
What kind of car was it?
Cybertruck.
Yep. I don't know. Actually, it looks like a small compact car, so who knows what it is. He became a surgeon because of Grey Anatomy. Because of Grey Anatomy, now he's a consultant on the show.
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, wow.
World's oldest narrative, cave painting, is at least 51,200 years old. Can't really tell what's going on, but it's kind of cool. I wonder if this. It would be so nice.
51,200 years old. Damn.
How's that possible? The world's
How has it
4,000 years
survived?
old.
It's a little faded, but it's not that bad. Like I think about what do you?
I
Think
mean, just being able to survive.
Think about think about what the paint they used.
Yeah,
Like, who knows?
yeah, exactly. Conditions and everything. That's just wild.
They were talking about. So there's like this computer that they found on a shipwreck. It's not really a computer, but it's kind of a computer of the age. And they have no idea what it was used for. And they're starting to figure out they think it was actually to track the stars, like whatever for
Like
whatever.
the constellations and everything. Yeah.
Having gratitude linked to lower risk of death, independent of confounding factors, innovative study shows. So being
Pat,
grateful.
have some goddamn gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm a very polite person.
Not polite, you dumb.
Gratitude.
I have gratitude.
I don't even think you know what the definition of it is.
World's most popular YouTubers built 100 homes for South Africans in disaster areas, and that's
Is Mr. Beast?
Yeah, he gets a lot of shit, and I'm sure a lot of it's rightful, but he does.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of good for the world. U.S. Marshals finds 200 missing children across the nation during a 6-week special operation.
I'm not sure what's more depressing about that there are that many kids
Missing?
that they recovered, or how many other kids are out there that they didn't recover.
Look out, world! 12-year-old prodigy graduates from high school and has a college for double major.
Sheldon
Nice.
right there.
Oh my god! Can you imagine being that smart?
No.
No.
Yeah, you know what he hasn't found yet? Coors Light.
Please don't kid. We need people like you in the world. All right, let's see here. 88-year-old proud foster mom retires after raising over 40 children.
Damn, 88. Wow.
That's a lot of kids.
She don't look bad for 88 either. Good for her.
Kids keep you young, right?
They say
Supposedly.
that. I don't know. Can you imagine? Oh, dude, I can't imagine one. 40?
I mean, obviously we're at the same time, but
Yeah, still 40 over.
she just never
Still
stopped
taking care of 'em,
Yeah,
Pat.
she just never stopped having kids at her house. Basically, is what it came down to, probably.
This is kind of nice. New safer RNA insecticide can target only the devastating potato beetles and no other bugs. I don't know. Stuff kind of scares me a little bit.
The Irish are fucking cheering right now. They won't have to worry about a second potato famine.
And the people that make vodka. Don't you make the potato from vodka? Or is that?
No,
grains?
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. The Vatican goes green, Pat. Did you see this? Pope Francis announced new suburban solar plant to power Vatican City.
I did not.
They also put in low flow toilets.
I don't know. All I know is how big that motherfucking church is there. Like, they need to go doing something because, goddamn, that's where all our money's going for the. Damn, anybody who knows donates, that's where it's going. They'll keep on that motherfucker. Every church in Europe, in Italy they have the Vatican. In Florence they had another church that was like 6 blocks wide and up.
Yeah, no.
These massive churches over there, where all this money's going to.
All right, I'll give you 2 more. I'll give you one. Or this one. Recovery of bluefin tuna achieves major goals a decade ahead of schedule, which is great. I know the tuna it's not doing so hot.
I always find it interesting that how much pollution's in the ocean, yet people still they get their seafood and they're not interested in curbing that pollution.
Yeah. Well, the problem is
because you are what you eat, right? And if they're eating that shit, then you're eating them. Exo facto, you're eating the pollution.
What me and Chris, Lawrence sent me an article. Me and Chris really need to stop doing is drinking all the gallons out of the plastic bottles because you drink so much microplastics.
Gotta get those recyclable ones or the cans.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep us living forever, Peter.
And then the last one here, boys.
Robot Chris feeds off plastic, all right?
Crowds awed by floating baby in colossal art installation over Lake Michigan.
What?
Crowds are awed by floating baby in colossal art installation over Lake Michigan.
Was it a real baby?
Yeah, it's a.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a closet.
I thought
Okay.
I thought it was like a baby.
You heard it. You heard it how I heard it. I'm like,
No,
what?
it wasn't Pierre's fault. It was the headline for that article. That was weird.
no,
you should post a picture of that, Pierre, so people kind of get an
Yeah,
understanding.
we'll throw it in here with this. It's kind of
Me
cute.
and Chris was a giant thing that a baby's floating on.
Yeah, I was like, what? Who allowed putting a baby on the lake by himself?
I wonder what part of.
Seems
I
like
was in Milwaukee.
Seems like a very,
okay.
very bad parent here. Someone call that retired lady. We need a new foster parent.
My mom was giving us the deets on some of the things she did as a new mother. She accidentally got my sister sunburnt pretty bad, and then Chris had one of these baby coughing bullshit things.
I had the croup
and she burned his face in that too.
and a vaporizer. Yeah,
This is why he has no hair.
It could be.
Yeah, it could be.
And on that beautiful
Thanks,
note,
Mom.
on that beautiful note, ladies and gentlemen, do us a favor, hit that like, subscribe, comment. Tell us what your favorite concerts were and least favorite concerts were.
Email Pat Lynch
At the S&P podcast at gmail.com. Do yourself a favor. Drink responsibly. Make sure to do those liquid IVs and all that good stuff. So Sundays are never that bit miserable. And as always, work hard, be nice, and enjoy your weekend.
Pepsi, we're coming for you. Bye.